Jennifer here, back with another edition of my Movie Talk Special Editions. Okay, so it's my birthday, and I decided that my gift for you guys is going to be a review on one of my favorite movies, and that is Wolfwalkers. A young English girl befriends a young girl who is a wolfwalker in the wilds of Ireland, and together the two must protect the last wolf pack in the area and find the young wolfwalker's missing mother. Okay, highlights of the movie. This movie was made back in 2020, so it's about 3 years old, and is an animated fantasy adventure that tells the story of a young English girl who befriends a young wolfwalker. And it is the third movie in the Irish folklore trilogy, the first two being The Secret of Kells and The Song of the Sea, both of which I've done reviews on already. And this one is actually my favorite of the three. This was the one where I wouldn't have seen the other two if it hadn't been for this movie, because I've been seeing clips of it on YouTube, and I really wanted to see this movie, and the only way I could get it was to buy all three of them together. Okay, things I liked about this movie. There was actually a lot I liked about this movie. First off, I loved the story. This movie had an amazing story. It's set in ancient Scotland, ancient Ireland, excuse me. I apologize for the mistake. During the time when the English are taking over, or not necessarily taking over, but moving into Ireland. And during that time, the Irish people, they had, and still have, very rich folklore and supernatural beliefs. And the English saw a lot of that as superstition and witchcraft. And they tried to basically get rid of it. And so you see that very prevalent here in the movie, and I also have the graphic novel, and the graphic novel goes, in the beginning, goes into a little more detail about what the Wolfwalkers are when the movie does. And in the graphic novel, the Wolfwalkers are people who, when the English came, not the English, but St. Patrick started teaching or spreading Christianity throughout Ireland among the people, and trying to not necessarily get rid of, but overcome a lot of the pagan beliefs in Ireland. The Wolfwalkers were people who resisted it. They didn't want to be part of Christianity. They felt that the old ways were the best, and the old magics were the best and everything. And in the graphic novel, St. Patrick makes a deal with the Wolfwalkers, and the promise is that he will not try to bring Christianity to them, and the people will leave them alone and not touch their forests or harm their wolves. In return, the Wolfwalkers will leave the people alone. And when the English came in, they kind of basically were like, we're not going to honor this. It's not a deal we're going to honor. It's not real. The Wolfwalkers aren't real. All these supernatural creatures that the Irish people believe in are not real, and we're going to get rid of all this superstitious belief. So that's basically the storyline, the backstory. And one of the main characters, Robin, she is the daughter of an English hunter who comes in with the Lord Protector and it's his job to get rid of the wolves, because they're trying to clear cut the land so the farmers can plant crops and graze their animals, and also so they can send the wood back to England. And the wolves are attacking under the command of the Wolfwalkers, protecting their forests. And Robin befriends this young Wolfwalker and learns the other side of the conflict and realizes there's a way to get what everybody wants without any bloodshed. And the movie's all about her understanding this, understanding the ways of Ireland, and it's a good way to show people also that we can live in harmony with nature, which is what the Wolfwalkers do. They live in harmony with nature. So I like that. I love the plot line. The plot line was very good. And I love the characters. The characters were amazing. Of course, you had Robin, who's one of the main characters, and then Meb, who is another character. She is the Wolfwalker, the young Wolfwalker. And they're the two main characters. And the amazing thing about the Wolfwalkers is that they kind of, I don't want to say they're shapeshifters because they are, but they aren't. And in the movie, what happens is when they are awake, they're human. But when they fall asleep, they become wolves. But it's not like their body shapeshifts into a wolf because their body's still there. It's like their essence comes out in the form of a wolf and roams the forest while they sleep. And then when to wake up, the wolf returns to where they are, to where their body is, and goes back, and the essence basically goes back into them, and, or, you know, soul or spirit or whatever you want to call it, and they wake up. So as long as the wolf is out, they are asleep. And this is an important part. I don't want to give away too much, but it becomes very important later on in the story to remember this. And whatever happens to one happens to the other. So kill one and the other dies as well. And this will become important later on. So I did like the plot line. Again, it showed... it touched on a time in Irish and English history that I myself wasn't taught that much about in school. I mean, I knew somewhat about it, but I wasn't 100% taught on it. I knew a little bit about it, and that was about it. And one could say it's a good conservation movie as well, because it's all about living in harmony with nature and how there is a balance. Okay, finally, I loved the characters. I thought the characters were amazing. Again, you had Robin and Maeve. You had Maeve's mother. You had Robin's father. You had the villagers. You had the Lord Protector. You had the English soldiers. So you had a very good cast of characters. No. And it's really one of those movies where, you know, the character, even though it's an animated movie, the characters all played off each other very well. Okay, cast. As I stated earlier, like literally seconds earlier, this movie had a great cast of actors. I really focused on Robin and Maeve because they're the main characters. Maeve's mother, Robin's father, and the Lord Protector, because they are the main characters of the story. Okay, feel free to check out my related videos. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, a quick reminder on my comment rules. Number 1, no mean comments. Number 2, no bad or curse words in comments. Number 3, I'm not opposed to debates, but please keep it civil. And finally, number 4, be respectful to me and each other. Okay, please leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. And please, no questions about how old I am. I will not answer those. And feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I do have my name for those first sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures within this video do belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. And the links for any sites mentioned in this video will be in the description section. Okay, YouTube subscribers. Any of my videos that cannot be found on YouTube are on my Facebook page. Facebook friends. Basically the same thing. Any of my videos that cannot be found on Facebook are on my YouTube channel. And to anyone who's interested, you can feel free to check out my Facebook group, Fanfic Corner. Okay, please like and share if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you're watching on YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.